Hello and welcome back to another Canva tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a YouTube end screen using Canva. An end screen is a great way to encourage and engage your viewers to check out your other videos and subscribe to your channel. So let's get into it.
Alright, so the first thing we want to do here, go to canva.com and log into your account. And once you're on the Canva homepage, you can come here over the search bar and search for YouTube end screen. And then Canva will give you a bunch of pre-designed templates, and you can see that here there are so many different colors and so many different fonts and different themes. And you can just scroll through this whole library of pre-designed YouTube end screens and pick something that is close to your channel vibe, close to something that you have in your mind. So let's see, I want to go with an aesthetic vibe. So I want more neutral nude tones and some natural elements. Let's see. I think I have seen a few that I like. I like this one. This one's also nice. It's interesting. Let's see. What else? This one's nice too. Yeah, I think I like this one. Let's go with this one. Yeah. Okay. So you once you find the one that you like, just click on it and then click on customize this template. As you can see, it's a pro template. So let's go back. As you can see, some of these templates have this pro sticker, pro sign on the lower right corner. That means if you don't have a Canva Pro account, you will need to pay, I think, to use these templates. But there are also very, very nice templates that are not for pro. As you can see, this one is for free. Let's see. This one is for free and it's beautiful actually. Well, then let's go with this one. Okay. As you can see, it's a really pretty one. It's has natural elements. As I mentioned, I wanted natural elements. It has minimalistic and sort of aesthetic vibe. And it's also animated. So go ahead and click on customize this template. I'm just going to close this one. Yes, so as you can see, Canva opened up the template that we chose and we can start editing it. It won't be a static design, it will be a video. So we can also utilize videos in this design, in the background or around. So let's see. The first thing I want to do here is to change the background. Now, when it comes to background, you can either choose a solid color like this one, or you can also come over here to the Photos tab and search for something that would go well with your YouTube channel. You could search for photos and choose something from here. Otherwise, you could also upload a photo if you have something that you already took and you want to utilize in your design. So what I would do here is I would actually search for a photo. So let's see. I can't type today. Okay, aesthetic. No, that's not the correct spelling. I'm not native, guys, sorry. Okay, so let's see. Maybe this one. Yeah, of course, we need to adjust the contrast between the background and the text, but I'm just trying to discover what could be nice for this design. So I'll just go ahead and play around with a couple of these photos, these backgrounds. I like this one too. It has a more sort of nature vibe. Maybe this one. So if you want to add a photo to your background, all you need to do is, as you can see, select one, click and drag, and it will appear on your background. And to remove it, simply click on your background and you can press the delete key. Alright, so I think I saw one that I liked here, this one. Let's see. Yeah, this one's nice. Okay, for now, let's go with this one. You can always come back and change it. So now that we've decided on a background, I want to change the text. So it says here, thanks for watching. I like it. I would like to add an exclamation mark. So thanks for watching. What you could do with this text, first of all, we can of course change the font and size, but I would like to add a curve to this text. So let's see. What I did is go to effects after selecting the text, and then right here you can find curve, and below the curve there's a slider. So here you can adjust how much curve you want and the direction of the curve. So it seems like minus is the other side and plus is downward curve. So let's see. Okay, and I want to change the font as well. I really like this font. Let's see. Yes, this is in fact my channel font. I don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I like it. And of course, the text collides with these buttons here, so I will either remove them or change the position. Probably I will have to put my text a little more above and maybe decrease the curve. Let's see. But I didn't like this color. It has literally no contrast. Let's see. Black. I don't like black. You know what? Maybe let's go with a darker background. Position, center. Yeah. Okay, so now that we changed the text, I'm gonna delete these extra text boxes. Here below you can add something like subscribe to my channel, follow me on social media, I don't know, subscribe for more. I think I'll say something like follow for more. And let's center also this one and the text. Yeah, it's already centered. Yes, looks good. Now, as you can see, we have the channel logo in the middle, which will be your YouTube profile picture. So let me add mine. But this is not important because once you add this end screen after your video on YouTube, your channel logo automatically appears here, so you don't even need to have anything here. You can even leave a solid color here, so it's not that important, but I will still upload my picture here. So let me see. And to adjust the size of the picture or the positioning, all you need to do is to double click, and then you can adjust the size. Yes, and let me enlarge it a little bit more. Okay, great. So we have the text, we have the background. I inserted also my profile picture here. Now I want to work a little bit more on the elements. I don't like these dried flowers and leaves. As you can see, all of these are elements that are used to create a more complete look in the design. So I have a sandy background. Let's see what we can add to match with this design. So let's go to elements. Here I want to search for aesthetic natural elements. Let's see what comes up. And let's go to photos because I want a more natural look. And let's scroll down to see what will come up. We have leaves, we have again, dried flowers. But we can also check graphics. Maybe there will be something interesting here. I'm just gathering ideas at the moment. I like this one actually. This could be like a little effect. Let's see. I'm just gathering some elements that I can be inspired by. So let's just discover at this point Polaroid. I like Polaroids. Okay, this one is pretty. I can definitely use it in the background. Let's get rid of this. Oops. Also, because if the videos will appear here, as you can see, the larger rectangle, the white rectangle behind, creates this Polaroid effect. So actually it would match well with if I would add other Polaroids around it. So I want to go for that idea. Let's see, I like this one as well. But if there's a one with multiple Polaroids, it would be nicer, I think. Let me see. Or this one has a different size. Yeah. Let's rotate this one as well. So I said I didn't want dried flowers, but I think I will take it back and I will go and search for some dried leaves or flowers, because now I like the idea of having them. Flowers, dried. Okay. See all. This one is nice. And I want to see if there's any similar elements to this one, because I still want to keep the design united. So if you want to search for elements that are similar to one you used, hover over the element and click on this 3 dots over here, and you need to come to see more like this, and it's supposed to give you similar elements to the one that you have just used. For example, this one's pretty. Yes. All right, I like this. And I can just delete these rectangles, because as I mentioned before, once you add this end screen at the end of your YouTube video, YouTube automatically posts your profile picture over here and your recommended videos, depending on the template that you chose, over these areas. So you actually don't need to put pictures here. But it's nice to have a frame around it or behind it. So I like this idea. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep them white as well, because as I mentioned before, I want the videos to look like Polaroids. So I like this white outline. All right, as you can see now, we have added our background. We have added a text, which is usually "thank you for watching." And we have added a call to action over here. And we have our areas for our recommended videos, which will be for this template previous video and next video. You could also design your template in a way that would recommend watch next or recommended videos. And then we added different Canva elements to create a more coherent look and more unified design. And I really like this vibe overall. It has this aesthetic, nostalgic, really nice brownish color theme. And let's go ahead and see what animations this template already had, because this was a pre-designed template. So if you click on play over here, you'll see that the texts and these buttons were already animated. Now it's up to us. We could also have a static video that didn't have any animation. So let's see. In order to change the animation of an element on Canva, all you need to do is come over on any element, which in this case will be the text first, and go to here, animate. As you can see, there's the name of the animation that was already selected. So all you need to do is click on it and then come over here. On your left, you can see different types of animations. And Canva also gives you the option to choose if you want your elements to be animated on entering, on exiting, and on both. I would suggest that you try all of them and see which one you like most. And also down here, if you have Canva Pro, you could also adjust the speed of the animation. For example, this is a rise animation, and if we would increase the speed, as you can see, it's a little faster. And if we would decrease the speed, it's supposed to be a little slower. And we can also choose the direction. This one goes down, and this one goes up. And here we can choose all different kinds of animations for our text. So there's popping, there's the swipe, breathe. This one is nice. This one is sort of calm, and yeah, I like this one. Baseline, drift, tectonic. Also this one is nice. Burst. Yeah, this one's nice too. Yeah, all of them are nice actually. It's difficult to choose. What you can do here is to animate the whole page as well. I prefer to do this because it's actually easier to animate everything. If it's an end screen, it's nice to first have an empty background and everything appears on it. But it's really important to find the correct animation here. So let's go and try out each and every one of them and see which one suits the best. I actually really like this one. Sleek, yes. So let's go with that one. Okay. And once you selected it, to try it out, to test it out, we can just go and hit play. And as you can see, everything looks good. Okay, so now that we have also added our animation of choice to our end screen, it's time to download it. So to download your YouTube end screen, you need to come over here on share and then download, and then make sure that MP4 video is selected as your file type. You want it to be a video, but you could also use that PNG or JPEG image as your end screen. It doesn't really matter. You need to choose MP4 video if you have an animation element inside your design. Otherwise, it's fine. And here you can adjust your quality. So let's go for 4K, high quality, and then hit download.
And there you have it, guys, a step-by-step guide on how to create a YouTube end screen. Remember, a YouTube end screen is a great way to attract more followers and more viewers. So take your time and try to create an end screen that actually truly represents your brand and your YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.